Hey everyone, my name is Joanna. I'm coming to you live from New York. I'm also known as #unicornboss. So as you guys are popping online and checking out my video, make sure you leave me some unicorn emojis below so that way when they pop on, I can make sure I say hi to you. So as you're jumping on, say hi, leave me a number 1 if you're catching me live and let me know where you're coming in from. And if you're catching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me a number 2. Okay, tonight. So for tonight's Keto Kitchen, I'm really excited. We're gonna be doing something a little bit on the sweet side. So if you enjoy having sweet treats, go ahead and leave me maybe some chocolate emojis below. But I know one of the things that I kind of missed when I first started getting healthy and doing my keto journey was that you can't have all the fun things that you used to have. But the great thing about doing keto and low carb is that there are a ton of really great options out there for you to be able to still enjoy some sweet treats without totally breaking your ketosis. So I'm really excited to share it with you. I see a few people jumping online. Make sure you say hi and let me know where you're coming in from. If you're catching me live, go ahead and leave me a number 1. And if you're watching me on the replay, go ahead and leave me number 2 so that way I can circle back around and connect with you. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna be doing a low carb cream cheese pound cake. So what do you think? Does it sound delicious? If it does, go ahead and give me some hearts below. I'm really excited to try this one, and I'll be honest with you guys, I've got all my ingredients prepped right here and we're ready to go, but I do have a small problem, so you'll have to let me know if I'm the only one here. But as those of you that follow my journey know, I'm not too savvy in the kitchen, so I don't actually have a mixer. So we're gonna try and blend what we gotta blend up in our Ninja, and hopefully it works. So we'll give it a try, we'll see how it does. If you guys have ever blended with a Ninja before, I don't know, go ahead and leave me some stars below maybe, so I'm anxious to see how this works. So once again, this is a low carb cream cheese pound cake. I basically just was looking for a nice, simple, quick, easy recipe that we could do together and that would be very satisfying and low carb. So let me go over the macros with you real quick. Hi Matt, hi Andrea, thanks for joining. So this here, you could either put it in a loaf tin if you have one. So the macros here are for 1 slice, but you can also put it in muffin tins as well. So calories is only 102. Total fat is 9.6 grams, so almost 10 grams of healthy fats. So that's a great way to kind of get some extra healthy fats and boost your fat intake for your macros. And then also the proteins are 3 grams, and total carbs is only 1.2 grams. So that's pretty exciting. So you could probably, I would say a slice of like a loaf, if you bake this in a loaf, is about probably a half of a muffin. So you could probably have a full muffin for, I would say, about maybe 2.5 carbs, which is pretty exciting. So I see a bunch of people jumping on. Hey Tracy, hey Christina. Okay, so Marissa says be careful when blending not to add too much air. Okay, so we'll go ahead, we'll give it a try. So there's not a lot of ingredients here. I've got my swerve for my sugar replacement. I've got some baking powder and some vanilla, as well as my cream cheese, almond flour, and some eggs. So that's pretty much everything we got here. So let's go ahead and get started. So if you guys are excited, go ahead and leave me some hearts below. I'm really excited to do this one. So thank you all for the love and support. And by the way, if you enjoy my page, if you love learning more about keto, make sure you go ahead and share this with your friends and family. Oh, and I forgot to mention, so if you're a new friend, go ahead and comment new below so that way I can make sure I say hi to you. And if we're not connected yet, make sure you go ahead and send me a friend request and hit follow so that way you will catch my live videos. I try to go almost live at least once a week, or at least once a day throughout the week. There we go. Okay, there was something else I was going to tell you guys, but I totally forgot. Oh, and if you're keto, go ahead and comment keto below and let me know how long you've been keto for. Okay, so first things first, I left kind of the ingredients sitting here getting a little bit warm because you're supposed to start with your butter room temperature, and I had just kind of pulled it out of the fridge here. So it's actually starting to melt, so we're getting where we want to be. So first step is to in your mixer, if you have one, you're gonna take your butter with your sugar substitute and blend it until it's nice and light and fluffy and well incorporated. So that's what we're gonna go ahead and do here. And like I said, you guys, I don't really have a real blender, so we're gonna try buzzing it in the Ninja and hopefully it works. So I see a bunch of people that are brand new to keto. Welcome, I'm so excited for you. When I was brand new to keto, I first started back in October. I was really excited about the journey and I was also nervous. So for those of you that are new, if you wanna comment and share what some of the things that you are most nervous or excited about, I think that would be really fun. I know when I first started, I was looking for more energy and to start feeling better. So for the butter here, we've got 4 tablespoons, and then we're gonna add our sugar in here. So let's see how much we need. Sugar is, sorry, oh, 3/4 cup. So I like to use Swerve for my sugar substitute. If you guys want to, feel free and go ahead and comment and share what your favorite sugar substitutes are. I know a lot of people like to use stevia or maybe erythritol, and some of them are good for different things. But so far, Swerve is the first one I've tried, and I've really enjoyed it because it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so you don't have to worry about converting it. I don't know about you guys, but I had a little bit of trouble trying to figure out what the conversion to stevia was. And sometimes stevia can be a little bit bitter, so if you're guessing, it can really foul the whole recipe and ruin all of your ingredients. So has that happened to any of you guys? If it has, go ahead and give me some high five emojis below because it sure happened to me a few times. Hey Jen, thanks for joining. Hi Katrina. Okay, so we're getting 3/4 cup of, you know what, I don't even think I have a 3/4 cup dry ingredient here. All right, let me see if I can find my, I know you're not supposed to do it this way, you guys, but you gotta make it work. So I'm gonna use this to measure my 3/4 cup. Woo, sorry, and I see a few of you are sharing, so thank you all so much for the shares. Okay, here we go. So while I'm getting this ready, if you guys want to shout out and let me know how your day went today. I know on my page we talked about Thankful Thursday. So we talked about some things that we were thankful for. So if you enjoyed that discussion or if you missed that post, feel free to go back to my page and comment on it and share and let me know what you're thankful for. Okay, so I've got just about 3/4 cup of sugar here. I over poured just a little bit, so I'm gonna put it back in, and I'll have to get myself some more measuring cups for dry ingredients that are a little bit more accurate. Okay, so here we go, putting it in. So here's the experiment, you guys. I really have no idea how this is gonna work. We'll see how it goes. Oh, how do you say Katerina? Katerina, is that right? I'm so sorry. Thank you for correcting me though. Hopefully I'll get it right next time. Okay, so let's see how this goes. So I'm gonna try and pulse this in the Ninja and see if we can get it to get a little bit of light and fluffy. I don't know, this may not work, you guys. We'll see how it goes. We might have to add some wet ingredients in here. So if you have a real mixer, you guys, you're gonna blend this in here until it's nice and fluffy. So we're gonna have to wing this a little bit. So I'm gonna skip to the next step so we can get some wet in here, so that way hopefully it will incorporate a little bit better. So you know what, this happens sometimes, you guys, you just gotta wing it. So I wanted to try this recipe and I didn't have a blender. Okay, let's see what next step is. So next step is to add cream cheese and vanilla and mix well. So we can do, and then add eggs. So you know what, I'm gonna add an egg in here and see if we can at least start there, and then maybe we can just whisk the rest of the ingredients and get it going. So I knew this was a huge risk, but what are you gonna do? So, how did everybody's day go today? We just got one more day to make it to Friday. How's the work week been treating you all? I'm ready for Friday. I don't know about you guys, but I sure am ready. Okay, here we go. Hopefully this will go a little bit better. We'll see how it's going. Much better. I'm sure this is super loud for you guys, so I am sorry. Everybody says they're ready for the weekend. Awesome, love it. Let me know if anybody has any plans. I was hoping to go do some bike riding this weekend and get on the trails. It was supposed to be nice in New York, but now it's looking like we're gonna get rain. So what's the weather gonna be like where you guys are at? So I'm just kind of checking to see where we're looking at. That actually incorporated pretty good. I'm gonna try adding in my cream cheese now and also my vanilla. So for the cream cheese, let's see how much we have here. It's 3.5 ounces of cream cheese. And for the vanilla, we need a teaspoon. Jen says she's planning on reading her eyelids. Oh, and that's right. I forgot it's Mother's Day. So wishing all you beautiful mamas out there a very happy Mother's Day. I hope you get to have lots of smiles and you get lots of hugs and kisses from your family and you get to do something special together this weekend that is so, so beautiful. Okay. There we go. Got my teaspoon. All right, let's see if we can continue to combine this. And I'm gonna wait to I'm gonna try and actually, once I've got all of these ingredients combined, I'm going to try and just do a normal whisk in the bowl here with the dry ingredients and get it all together. Well, so I'm really excited. So we made a comeback. If you're happy, leave some hearts below. And we had a little bit of a rough start here on this video, but that worked out fine. So if you have to rough it like me and you don't have a mixer, you can go ahead and follow these steps and it actually works. So here we go. And by the way, if anybody's got a Ninja, feel free to go ahead and comment Ninja and share with me what some of your favorite recipes, ingredients, treats, whatever it is that you make in it. Before I was keto, I used to love to make smoothies in it. But of course now, you know that I'm keto, I don't really eat a lot of fruits like I used to. So, I mean, I do have some tips and tricks to get myself back into ketosis. So if you're curious and you'd like to know some more, go ahead and comment trick below. But for the most part, I try to dial back on the fruits, so. Brand new to keto, what's your favorite must-have cooking replacement? For, as in sugar, or curious to see what you mean. Jessica says she misses fruits, and I see a bunch of trick comments. That's awesome. I do miss fruits too. What's your favorite fruit that you miss? Mine is probably apples the most, but you can have blueberries and strawberries very sparingly. So, all right, here we go. So you can see no lumps, no chunks. That did combine very well, you guys. So very, very good. Yeah, there's nothing left in there, so we did great with the combining part. And I'm gonna add my dry ingredients now. Okay, so we need 1 1/4 cups of almond flour, and we need a teaspoon of baking powder. So let me grab the baking powder first. Bananas, apples. Oh, mango is so good. I hardly ever have mango, but I do miss it. And bananas too. Yes, absolutely. What other comments we have here that I missed? Tons of tricks. I love it. I can definitely hook you up with the tricks, you guys. So, okay. All right, let's get this in here. I'm actually gonna just rinse my spoon off real quick. But I actually use my Ninja every day to make my bulletproof coffee, actually. So if you love bulletproof coffee, go ahead and comment below with the coffee emoji. But that's one of my favorite things to use the Ninja for, actually. Okay. There you go. And then we're almost done, you guys. Once I got this here, I'm going to 1 1/4 cups. After this, we're just gonna finish mixing it and we're gonna throw it in the muffin pan, so. Oh, this may not work. Gonna have to transfer it with a spoon. Goodness gracious. Oh, that's not too bad. Things never go smoothly as much as I plan for these things, you guys. So that way they go nice and you guys have a nice fluid video to watch. It's always a little mishappy, so, but that's okay. I kind of like it because it shows you guys that, like, literally I'm just a human like you. And, you know, for those of you that follow me, I always say that I really don't enjoy cooking. This is something that I'm doing and I'm learning just like the rest of you. So if I can do it, really anybody can. So I'm just trying not to pack this down. One of the things I do know about cooking is that you're really not supposed to let it settle and pack in. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in there now. So there's our cup of almond flour, and I think I need another 1/4 cup after that. So, luckily I have one of those, so. What's your favorite flours to work with, you guys? I particularly don't enjoy almond flour as much. I usually use coconut flour as much as I can, especially for things like pancakes and biscuits and even things like that. But I think that the almond flour will be very suited for this pound cakey consistency because almond flour is a little bit thicker, right? Okay, let me just take a quick peek at the recipe, make sure we didn't miss any ingredients. I think we're good to go. Yeah, Jessica, almond and coconut is my favorite, so. All right, by the way, we've got our oven heat preheating to 350, in case I forgot to mention that. Cool. So after this, we're all set. If you're making this in a loaf pan, it says to bake it for 30 to 40 minutes until golden brown. And since we're doing cupcakes, it's gonna be 20 to 25 minutes. So let's go ahead and stir this bad boy up and see how it does. Do you guys love to bake? If you do, go ahead and leave me your chef hat emoji man with your little chef man below, or your little baker man. I don't really bake that much and I don't really cook that much, so I'm learning. But wow, this batter came out really great. I'm excited, especially since I didn't have a true blender to work with. So let me show you guys what it's looking like. It combined very beautifully, and if you can't see, just go ahead and swipe the comments to the side so you can check it out real quick. But you can see it's nice and smooth. I don't have any lumps or bumps or clumps or anything like that, so it worked fantastic. So I'm really, really excited. So I'm just gonna give this another quick whisk here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and load it into my muffin tins. So what was everyone's favorite dessert? My favorite dessert before I went keto was brownies. I've tried a few keto brownie recipes and I haven't found one quite yet that really satisfies that brownie urge that I love and I miss, unfortunately. But there are a ton of recipes out there, so you can always keep trying. I do meal prep. Especially for my lunches. I usually keep my lunches very simple. I'm the type of person, like, I don't need to have a new thing every day. Typically for my lunches, I like to have a nice big salad and add a protein to it, like some grilled chicken with some seasoning. And I do cucumbers and green pepper and all kinds of different you know, vegetables that are keto approved, and then a little bit of cheese, some unsweetened sunflower seeds. You can have those. And then I also, the most important thing to doing in a salad is making sure you're getting a nice quality, high fat salad dressing. So maybe that'll be one of the next videos I'll do. I'll show you guys how to make a nice, healthy keto salad. But yeah, when you're picking out your salad dressing, oh yeah, this came out awesome. When you pick out your salad dressing, you guys, make sure you're getting a nice high quality salad dressing. Try and get something with little to no sugar in it, and you want high fat. So my favorite salad dressing that I love to do for my salads to really up my fat intake for the day is buttermilk ranch. Really, really good and delicious, and you can lather that thing on. And it's so strange to me because back before I was keto and I was up over 200 pounds, I used to count calories. So salad dressing was always one of the things that I couldn't have, and now I can have it, and I can almost have as much as I want. So 2 tablespoons of ranch dressing has a ton of fat in it, and it's good for you, and it helps you up those healthy fats for the day. You could also, of course, do olive oil. That's a great way to get the fats in your salad dressing. So question here, do you count the carbs in the salad greens? In the beginning, I did. I used a free app like Senza to track my carbs. I also liked Carb Manager, but I find that Senza helps me combine my ingredients when I'm doing new recipes like this so I can see what the macros look like. Just to see what it looked like. So now, after I've been doing it for a while, I know that my greens really don't add up to a lot of carbs, so I really don't even bother adding them in now. But I feel like in the beginning, people really don't understand how quickly those carbs add up. So I usually encourage people for at least, you know, 3 to 6 weeks, go ahead and count it and plug everything into your app just so you can kind of see what it does. Because once the first step for me was, and if you struggle with your macros, go ahead and comment macro below, and I can circle back around and try and help you get your macros set up and answer any questions you may have. The first step for me was to learn what my carbs were and to try and stay under 20 to 25 grams of carbs per day. That was hard, and I made a lot of mistakes. And then once I kind of learned that, I saw that I wasn't getting anywhere near the amount of fat that I needed for my keto macros. So then I started to think about what are some different things that I can eat to get my fats up. And I started finding recipes, and I started plugging into my app to see what it would look like. And that was essentially how I learned keto. I learned it all on my own. So it's not hard. You'll make some mistakes as you get started, but it's definitely doable, you guys. Don't give up. Don't give up. And while we're filling this muffin tin, for those of you that have been on keto for a little while, if you want to go ahead and share, if you feel comfortable, go ahead and share with the group how much you've lost so far. My first month I went keto, I lost almost 20 pounds. It was about 18 pounds. So, okay, here we go. Oops. I did not want to use the spoon. Hold on, you guys. I'm going to try this. See if we can get it in the muffin tins. I've already greased the pan, by the way, so that should be good to go. Sorry, I know this is the boring part, so 2.5 months, 25 pounds for Tracy, congrats. Jessica got 16 pounds in 1 month, 9 pounds in 6 weeks. Karen, congrats. You guys are totally killing it. So proud of you all. I remember my first week I lost 6 pounds, and I think I lost 7 my second week, and I was just like, I could not believe it because, you know, before I went keto, like I said, I was just counting calories and doing everything the hard way and practically starving myself. I was only eating 1,400 calories a day, and some days I was working out twice a day, so it really wasn't enough. And I just was hungry all of the time. It was awful, and it took me a year to lose 45 pounds. And then when I went keto, I lost 18 pounds just a little over my first month. So I was just like, oh my gosh, I practically did, you know, what took me a year to do, I did in almost half of that in almost a month. So it's crazy. I just love this lifestyle. So we're almost to the end here. Just gonna try and scrape out this last little bit to finish off the last cup, and then we will be good. So if you guys try this recipe on your own, it will make 12 muffins. And of course you can always put this in an actual loaf tin, so it will actually be like pound cake. But I wanted to do the muffins so that way they were on the go and I could take them a little bit easier. So okay, there we go. Easy enough, a little sloppy, not the most perfect, but at least we got it done. So I am really excited to try this and see how it does, you guys. So thank you all so much for the love and joining me. I so appreciate it so much. And if you found value in this video tonight, make sure you go ahead and share it with your friends and family. I so appreciate the love and support. And if we're not friends yet, make sure you go ahead and send me your friend request and hit follow so that way you can stay tuned with all the recipes and the things that we do here. I thought I saw a question. Let me just see if I can grab it. Gina says she's on day 4, down 9 pounds. High five, girl. Great job. How many calories do you eat now? I don't count my calories. I would encourage you, if you're keto, don't count your calories. And I encourage you, I mean, everybody's a little bit different. I do lazy keto. I don't really track like I used to. I tracked in the beginning because I really didn't know what my foods were. So I think it's very healthy in the beginning to kind of track your foods to see if you're getting close to that 90% fat. And remember, you guys, you need to eat fat to burn fat. So if you're not losing weight, you're probably not eating enough fat. You need to up your fat intake. It's very important. So I think my macros are set up where I'm supposed to be close to about 140 grams of fat. So yeah, that was hard to kind of do. And remember, when you're doing your macros, the goal is not to fill everything up. It's not to eat it all. It's just to kind of give you an idea that you want to have 90% of your foods be fat. And eat when you're hungry. In the beginning, I wasn't hungry a lot. So listen to your body, start to be a little bit more intuitive. We talked about that on one of my posts today about how typically I do intermittent fasting from dinner the night before all the way through to lunch the next day, and that's something I worked myself up to. I didn't do that in the very beginning. So if you like to intermittent fast or fast at all, go ahead and comment IF below for intermittent fasting, or you can just comment fast. But one thing I love about this journey is I start to listen to my body and become more intuitive. So, you know, only eat when you're hungry, and when you do, have it be fats and protein first. So that's the easiest way. So cool. Yeah, and I love the support too. There's the keto community is very supporting and very loving. And if you guys want a great keto group to join, go ahead and leave me some rainbows below, and I'll get you added to one of my favorite keto groups for sure. So awesome. Thanks so much for the love, you guys. I will update on my page if you're following me. I'll share what these look like when they're all done baking, and then I'll also do a taste. I usually do a recording so that way we can see what it tastes like. So excited. Thank you all. Have a great night, and I will chit chat with you guys tomorrow. Take care.